Alrighty, we're going for broken traditions, broken bodies, and after that we should be far enough that we can continue the main quest line. Greetings, little paladin. I have sad tidings. Wait, I'm as big as you. I'm not little. But then he's a fullborg, so I guess he's allowed to say that. What's happening? Chieftain Stoneheart accepted the Primalist's elemental gifts, and the clan. Most followed Stoneheart. Many who defied him are dead. Few still resist. What of Uradza? Did she stand against Stoneheart? Yes, she still lives, but for how long? He must hurry. Alrighty. Oh boy, my brother spoke the truth. It's even worse than when I left. And it's slightly laggy, but then again our ping isn't the best. Oh, look at what they've done. Fullborg should not harm their own kin. Why do this? Former Fullborg family. Wait, why are you attacking there? Yeah, because we landed here. The shockwave. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe I'm going to change that. It gets a bit annoying when we randomly get attacked by every creature in the vicinity. Former Fullborg family. Primalists came. They offered us new strength. The command of the elements. I did not think Stoneheart would accept their gifts. Our clan did not need power. He thought nothing of the cost. His terrible decision cannot be unmade. The magic has corrupted my clan. Like disease rots a root. My heart breaks, but culling the corrupted is the only way. That's very extreme. Elemental influence. Nan says not all the rust pines followed Stoneheart or the Primalists. Some resistors are held against their will. Totems spewing rock and mud restrain them, to force them to obey. Shatter the totems, set them free. And we have rescuing Radza. Radza Thunderclaw is our spirit keeper. She holds true our traditions and history. Primalist's belief goes against everything our clan holds true. Well, that's buggy. I deactivated all those achievement tracking. Go away. Why is it activating itself again? This is buggy as heck. Why do I have to deactivate all of that? Please stay deactivated. Oh, this is now infinitely buggy. I can't even deactivate that. Are you seeing that? Fire walk with me. It's not here. It's here, but it's not. I'm not tracking it. That's buggy. I'm deactivating the tracking, but it's still tracking. Yeah, it's just buggy. Okay, anyway. I can't defeat bugs. Only Blizzard can, but they're too lazy. Anyway, okay, no one's blah blah. Nan says Kargal Five Fangs, the chieftain's guard, is trying to break her. If Radza dies, our clan dies with her. Go aid her. Tirael, and be ready. He will not let her go without a fight. Alright, and why are the active quests that are actually of interest not automatically tracked? Thank you, alrighty. So destroy totems, kill Fullborgs, and talk to the lady who went... yeah, goodbye. Those are not lags. I don't know what you're about. This is the YouTube compression algorithm, right? Right? No. Yeah, it's like... why is my ping at 500? Jesus. I still have the Chrome browser open with about 200 tabs or so in the background, so I'm going to deactivate that one. Nothing changed. Okay. Yeah, that was not the problem. That was not the culprit. And I'm also uploading... no, I'm not. Okay. So, in theory, I thought I was still uploading a couple episodes, but that's a no. I'm not. So, on my side, I'm not doing anything wrong, but Oh, I don't care. As long as we can play, it's okay. Even though it's getting a bit annoying. You see, because of these problems, I mean, and this is still locally rendered, the game. This is why cloud gaming, I mean, I basically live in the center of Europe, in one of the centers of the Western civilization, and you should think that if people talk about cloud gaming, in these places at least, it should be possible, but no, it's not. I mean, this is just semi-online, so, yeah, cloud gaming is still easily 10 years out, until millions have actually good internet connection, and that's a big problem. Especially now, in the age of home office, where a great number of people are now accessing the internet more intense than before, which obviously leads to... Wait, is there another totem? No. To some problems. Since there are too many people who want to use too many data at the same time. And of course, back in the day when all those cables were laid, nobody thought about, oh, what? The data input output will triple in 5 years? No, we've never heard of that one. We are doing exactly the minimum that is exactly required right now. And that is intelligent because we're going to get subsidies by the government. And why would we waste money on giving the people more if we can save more money? Money, money, money. Humanity. Sometimes I love humanity, sometimes I hate humanity. It's just, if we would all work together without the constant need to, adhere to greed, if we would all pool our resources to better our lives without trying to create an excessive amount of wealth for each and every individual, this project could probably work out well. I mean, this whole society civilization thing. But there are always a couple humans who need to have more than anyone else. And those people will be responsible, and are responsible, for thousands of people having less and having problems. I mean, there are so many examples where companies try to save a penny in a $1,000 product, knowing that it will cause the product to probably break down 10 years earlier than necessary, so they can save a penny each product. It's just seriously, humanity. You could work out so well, but the soul of the earth. Yeah, human trickery. Who are you? Did Gas send you? Leave me, if my kin find you here. I'm prepared to fight off your captors. Well, let's go. They are coming. And don't get me wrong with one thing. It's okay to make money. And it's okay to make a profit. The question just is, how big is the profit going to be? And are you cutting corners that are important to have a quality product just to save a couple pennies? And we both know that there are good, honorable companies who actually care for their users, and still they make a good buck, and still they create a good quality product, even though they know that the people will not buy it again in the next 5 years because it's a good product. And then there are the companies who know that they can sell overpriced shit that will break in 2 or 3 years, knowing that people will buy again because you bought off the competitors or something else. And there I have a problem with this turbo capitalism, where the greed of humans causes a product to become less in quality, even though it's totally unnecessary, and the company barely saves anything, just a couple pennies. And it just sometimes makes me a bit sad and angry. There are beautiful channels on YouTube by technicians who repair products, and often when they speak about their experience with old products, sometimes they even do a comparison between old products and new products, and then they actually show where the company is starting saving money even though sometimes it's just a couple pennies, and in the process, making a quality product mediocre, and they still raise the price. That's what I find most funny. A thing that earlier lasted 15 years now lasts 5, and it costs twice the amount of money. It's just, what? What the heck? Are you serious? An extraordinary product that held 15 years is now twice as expensive and only holds 1/3 as long? I mean, capitalism, fuck you. I mean, seriously. It's just ridiculous. But there are actually communities. I can only suggest that you look out for them. Maybe I'm even going to put them in my video description. There are communities who look out for quality products, for companies still creating quality products. Sometimes they're a bit more expensive, but since it's a quality product, that's acceptable. And those will hold for a long time. And there are still those companies, but they're usually not the big ones, or they're usually not the ones on the front page of Amazon, where often very cheap knockoff products from some unknown Chinese brands are. And sometimes you have to take a look, and you have to search, and you have to invest time, and then you can find good products, even though they're getting fewer. Yeah. We should play this game. Never mind. Radza lives, yes. Forborg family. Raspine clan, blah. So many of my clan have fallen in battle with their brothers and sisters, all for the promise of power. It's just a year ago, my grandparents, their washing machine broke down. And it held almost 25 years. I dare you to buy a washing machine now, and I can guarantee you with 95% that it's not going to hold for 25 years. It's probably not even going to hold longer than 5 years. That would surprise me. With a maximum maybe 6, 7, 8 years. The old washing machines, my goodness, those were a bit less expensive, and they held for the ages. I mean, if my grandparents had properly tried to repair that machine, I mean, it would have cost them a couple $100. That was the problem, since it was already a very old machine. But for example, if you yourself have the skills to do that, you could easily repair such a machine, simply because they're not that complicated. And yes, having many electrical boards and all in a product makes it more prone to error. And I don't blame a product if it fails because it has a lot of electronics. But the question always is the company actually trying to make a product in a high quality that will actually utilizes good quality components who are rated to work for an extended duration of time? Or are they willingly selling a product with mediocre components that you can't see as a customer, knowing that will break down? And there is a massive problem, since there are companies who like to do that. There was, for example, once a battle on YouTube, a comparison battle by one of these technicians who's doing this research and the reviews between Samsung and LG fridges and washing machines. And when he made a direct comparison of the electrical parts of the motherboards and all of the other non-electrical mechanical parts, he found that Samsung is in critical areas using mediocre components compared to the LG Pontos that will lead to the product dying much earlier. Even though the ultimate price of the Samsung washing machines was higher, so the LG washing machines in question were of higher quality, will have held longer, and they used high quality parts, and they were cheaper. It's just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now enough about capitalism and buying quality products, but seriously, try to, if you need to buy something, try to educate yourself upon the topic of, is the company I'm interested in looking for a product, is the company that I'm looking into to buy product, are they trying to create a quality product? What are the reviews saying? Always try to find reviews, But you need to be careful. There are often 5-star reviews with one sentence, or 1-star reviews with one sentence. Those are worthless. You need to ignore them. You need to find in-depth reviews of at least 20 sentences where people actually take their time and try to properly review a product. And then you try to find people who have actually knowledge because of their profession about the topic. So, for example, if an ordinary chap who has no idea about anything concerning electronical products is doing a review, yes, it washes nice, and that's nice to know. But of course, if a professional goes in depth and tries to analyze the components that the washing machine is made of, that's a bit more, well, valuable. And try to do that. Try to make a conscious decision and try to find a quality product. It's also, I mean, people don't like this. Oh, it's important for all of nature. You know, the ecological side. But it's actually true that if you buy quality products that will hold long and are easy to repair, you're doing a good job trying to protect nature. One of the biggest problems are products that break down fast and where the repair is too expensive, so you're just going to buy a new product. It's nice for the company because they can earn a lot of money, but it's very bad for the environment. Anyway, but don't try to get ripped off. There are also companies who try to say, we are extremely high quality. And they're not, they're just trying to make a quick buck by saying, this is why we raise our prices of 50% higher, but it's worth it. Yeah, sometimes it's not. Usually the one crying the loudest, I'm the best, we're the highest quality, they're not the highest quality. They just have a marketing department with a lot of money that can get a lot of ads everywhere. So best just check community sites where people compare their experience with products and then make a conscious decision. Especially with big, expensive machines. Okay, Thunderclaw. So many of my clan have fallen in battle with their brothers and sisters, all for the promise of power. Radzar utters a guttural growl, which fades into a long, mournful whisper. And that was my attempt. I apologize. His stone heart. We howl with grief for our chieftain, yet he lives. What remains of Stoneheart is in the cave ahead. Many tried to reason with him. He killed them, and almost killed Narn. He is a monster. This is the goal of the Primalists. They would turn us into stone and flame to serve them. There is no rust pine left in him. He must be destroyed before others meet the same fate. Also, since we're playing a game, and I'm talking about, buying a washing machine, what the heck is he talking about? Let's make a quick dive into the product quality of video games. There is a beautiful analogy. Back in the days, when you bought a product, you got the full package, you got a full burger. You see, you got the bread, you got the patty, you got the sauce, you got the salad, you got the onions, you got the cheese, you got the tomatoes. You got all in one package, and it worked. That was before. And now, when a product releases, first it's in a broken state, and it's incomplete. So you are getting the untoasted. Today, when you buy a new game, you get the untoasted bun and the unwolfed raw meat. And then you're supposed to wait for the developer to actually process the bread and the meat. And then you have toasted bread. And then you have a proper bun after half a year. But then you have a problem. The bun and patty is getting cold. And there is no sauce. There is no salad. There's nothing. And you're supposed to buy that with a DLC. So you have an option to buy a season pass. Wonderful. And You buy the season pass, and then you get one diced onion, raw. And then you need to wait for the next patches that will progressively add tomatoes and the onions. And then after 2 years, you're asking, where's the sauce? Where's the salad? And the developer's like, oh, we needed to scrap them. We need to funnel the resources for our next game. And yeah, that's the point where I say to myself, yay, gaming industry, oh my goodness, well done, players. And you know who's responsible for that? Bethesda. You might ask yourself, okay, they're kind of a shitty company, but why are they responsible for that? Well, it's easy. It all started, this DLC madness, it all started with Skyrim. With one tiny DLC where you could buy a horse armor. That was the first time that a developer was so greedy that he said, you know what? You paid 30 euros for an entire game. Well, now you're going to pay me 2.5 bucks for one tiny horse armor. And the community backlash was immediately terrible, but there are enough dumb people who actually bought that armor. And as such, the DLC era was born because the developer realized there's so many people who are willing to pay a shitload of money for a tiny amount of content that's not worth the money, but those people are willing to pay for it. But then again, when I look around and see people playing, for example, you might know these old pubs where there are these machines where you can put money into them, and then with a random chance of 0.0000 something, you might win, I don't know, 50 bucks or so. So it's basically, those are gambling machines. And sometimes I'm surprised that there are so many people dumb enough to actually play these. And then again, I'm very surprised that so many people are playing with these machines. It's an absolute waste of money, but they don't give a shit. They're just like, I'm a human. I have a need to play, and I'm not playing this. And that's about the same thing. Just humans sometimes have the need to throw away money. The end. And the human psychology is so easy, simple, that this simple, oh, there's a flashy light, a flashy sound, and the number is changing, I need this again, is enough to actually satisfy their need for entertainment. And when I see those people, I know exactly why DLCs work. And don't get me wrong here, I'm not an enemy of DLCs. If a company creates a full base game that is proper, that is without bugs, that is with full content, then I like the idea of getting more content. I like the idea of adding something atop a main game. But in 99% of the cases in the gaming industry, DLCs add-on just mean that the content that should have been in the main game gets added into a season pass, which in truth is just raising the price of the base game, because it should have been in there anyway. And the developers don't have the balls, or the publisher, to say we want 100 euros for our game, so they sell an incomplete, unfinished mess for 60 euros and then come in and say, if you want the complete package, you need to pay 40 euros more, which actually totals 100 euros. So we have a massive price increase, but people don't give a shit. Now that is why I love lags. I was perfect. Can you please... Okay, why would you do this? Oh, it's actually a crash. Oh, come on, game. I need to at least loot the... I want to like this add-on, but it's very hard to like the add-on if I have constant problems with games crashing and lagging. My goodness. Can I please play the game now? That would be a tremendous advantage over not playing the game. And can I... Hello? Yes? And let me guess, the game will crash again. No? Yes? Yes? No? Yes? No? Come on, what's going on here? Adventure complete, respite from darkness. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is completely buggy. First... Ah, yeah, and we were getting killed. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This is a leggy mess. Okay. Yes, yes. Go and attack it. And I had a separate chat window. And this here... Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Why? Why? Why do I have to do this again? I mean... And this has nothing to do with add-ons. This is a Blizzard UI. This is a Blizzard mechanic. And it is broken. Okay. We're done here. And create a new window. Guild. Yes. Setting. Guild. Whisper. Done. You setting, no more guild for you, no whisper, I want a separate. And how do I save this now? Toggle reset, install toggle. I want to let's reload. I mean there is an inherent problem here, I don't know what it is. So I did deactivate that, but it's still buggy as heck. And laggy. Yeah, so at the end of day we have to deactivate Bagnon. At least I spent some time activating and deactivating every single add-on. Goodness, it took me some time. And there I've actually found out that our problem with lagging whenever I'm logging in was Bagnon because it didn't play well with the all-in-one bag from Elf UI. So I deactivated Elf UI, but for some odd reason, we still have this lag. So now I'm going to activate all-in-one bag from Elf UI again, deactivating Bagnon, and that in theory should mean that whenever we load into the game, it won't lag as heavy. But then again, I don't understand what the problem with Bagnon is if I deactivate the dedicated Elf UI back system. Yeah, it's some sort of incompatibility. So now theoretically we should have no... Ah, yes, it's not working. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was much faster, but it's still not great. Okay, so... Wait. Why is that activated again? Huh? What? No, deactivate. Reload. Okay, and then we're going to have to deal with the Elf UI back system. And actually, I never played around with the Elf UI back system before, so I have no idea if it's good or bad. I always played with Bagnon since I don't know how long it's out there. Okay, yeah, so we now can get into the game without any lags. Oh, wait, why can't I move this window? Hello? Wait, are you serious? Is this a joke? You can't be serious. This is a terrible system. And there is no color-coded system whatsoever. Wait, this is terrible. Are you serious, game? I mean, Elf UI? Your back system sucks. Frame current, gold format. Show coin. Loot to leftmost back. Blizzard cleanup. Bags. Button size. What is this? Split? No, I want to be able to move. Are you... Boss... Hey, how do I move it? I'm not going to use a back system that I can't even move. How the heck am I supposed... Back bar? Color. And where's this color? There is no color-coded system here. That's fake news. This is terrible. I mean, it's beyond terrible. It's extremely difficult to actually find out what is an item? What is a quest item? Ah, no, that was better. Ah, so it was buggy. So I actually need to activate and deactivate all of it. So the bugginess will end. Okay. Yes. You seeing that now we can debug it by deactivating and activating everything. I have no idea why it works, but it works. So let's do it. Okay, upgrade icon. Yeah. Frame strat. Background. High. No, high. Blizzard style 1, Blizzard style 2. Gold format, I don't care about that. Show coins, button spacing. Okay. So that's fine. The only problem I have with this now is how the heck? Toggle anchors. How do I move this? Grow up. Ah, okay, wait. Are you telling me that I can't do this automatically? That would be ridiculous. Why would you create a back system that cannot... I mean, that's terrible. Why would you do this? I want to be able to always change it. Wait, no, I don't want to change the boss banner. No, everything's fine here. My goodness, that's terrible. You were actually not supposed to move the back. Why? Why would you do this? Disenchant milk respect unlock items. Vendor grace, toggle bags, sword bags, stack items in bags. Okay, that's not bad. But then again, why can't I move this? Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Find and equip stacks. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Now we just have to change the sorting. Button spacing. Ah, okay. A bit bigger. That's okay. And now, yes. No, that's about fine. And... yeah, that's too big. That's acceptable, alright. I'm not sure if I like it. But then again, I definitely don't like having a constant massive lag whenever I get into the game, and potentially we're getting killed by some boss mobs. Alright, Severite deposit, let's get that one. And now we should be able to play without any problems. Yeah, that's definitely fine. Alright, so we don't need any of that, so let's see. Ah! Alright, we've already collected these... okay, we collected all of these appearances. So that one doesn't matter at all, what we now choose. 45.90, so let's get the one with the most vendor price, the highest. We're going to quickly sell it. And yes, I'd like to sell 359 crossbow. Why do I have a crossbow? Yeah, goodbye. And goodbye. Alright, I kind of like the design of this. With one, I mean, maybe it was also possible with Bagnon, but I never dived into the settings. I never felt the need to. That I can immediately see the item level, if it's bind on equipped, if it's an upgrade. I like the design language, even though I'm not a fan of the UI in total. And also in Bagnon you have more options to customize. How many rows do you want and all. I can't do that with Elf UI. It just gives me a general sizing with a panel width. But I don't want that. I want how big are the buttons, and do you want to stack 6 or 7 lines at top or something like that. That's just much better. And this is also odd, as if you're seeing that, the basic outline is not changing. This is the basic outline, the panel width, so this is just odd UI. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Okay. Another quest, okay. Nowhere to go. We cannot stay here. And I do not know what to do, where to go next. We will return to your camp nowhere. The Truthguard should know what happened at Rustpine. If we tell our story and keep it, maybe it will not happen again.